You ready, yeah?
Yep, rolling.
Social clubs. So they've been around for a minute, but it's always been a little thing that's been really underground, really pushed, like not spoken about publicly. And it's been a thing like, if you know, you know. But over the last couple of years, as a lot of people know and it's been talking about, medical cannabis has come accessible in the UK since 2018. And I want to say from like 2020, it's really, really come spoken about. Like you can see advertisements now on trains, things like that on the London Underground. And sometimes you can see them on some social media posts where some people talk about them. Now you've got some influencers even joining in on it. But yeah, what I want to really talk about is social clubs in the UK. Let's get back to it. So, like I said at the start, they've been around for a minute, but it's been like you have to know in the circle or be brought into it. And if you don't know, you're not really going to know anything about it. But I want to change that, and I really want to speak about something, why they matter in the UK, what we're really trying to push here, why I set out on my members club. And I just want to just talk about the general public answers and questions what they spoke on the social media. Like we got a lot of good information on the social media over the last couple of days from the public asking them questions on why the social clubs matter, what it's brought for them, if they've come to the club, what it felt like after, what it felt like coming to the club, etc. So yeah, like let's just all drop down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts as well, because I really want to push this one. Let's start with why I started my club and what I really pushed for it in the start. So like from the start of my brand, I really was like big on social aspects of building the culture in the band. Like it wasn't always just about pushing the brand and trying to make a hustle and trying to make a money. Like each time that I pulled up with my events back in the day, they were always like a community based event and like a place where people can come and socialize. I was big on that. So like that's been something that I've carried throughout my brand. When entering the shop, when I first come to the shop, like I can show you pictures way back where it wasn't like I wasn't like a public lounge, but like I had a lot of seating area, and the people come, spoke, chilled, relaxed for a long time, and that's been big from the start in my shop, I think. And over the years, I've really pushed the boundaries and built on it and made it bigger, better, and built a really community hub and a good space of people. And now I'm opening like 3 days a week on the late nights, on a Wednesday, a Friday, and a Sunday. And I got the same repeat people that are coming to the club. So that's something that like I wanted to speak on in this YouTube video. I'm really, really trying to explain why I think that they are needed across the UK. There's something that we've been missing. Like I said, it's been something that's been pushed underground, but it's been about. But like not everyone even can get to it or know about it. Like, so I want to open it up and talk more about it. I want to know your thoughts on why we should be building more of them. Should you be getting them in your area? What do you think your area would even think about having a cannabis social club? It's not even just a cannabis. I don't even want to call it a cannabis social club because it's more just a social club where people come to relax. Like anyone that is in the community knows there's not very much other spaces where you can go. If you want to go and socialize with your friends, you're really drawn to one sort of crowd, and that's the alcohol crowd. If you really want to go out and socialize, you can either go to a restaurant, a pub, but it all consumes in something that's alcohol. And a lot of the places where you socialize, like anywhere you go to a social club of like cricket, football, anything, it's all pushes to alcohol. So it forces everyone to socialize in an adult way. The only way you can socialize as an adult is through alcohol. And like a lot of people, myself included, that's not somewhere where they want to socialize. They don't want to be around them sort of people. They don't want to be around them environments. So they just don't go out and socialize. That's why I started my club, because of there wasn't somewhere where I could feel safe and comfortable and socialize with friends without being pushed to drink alcohol. And I ain't really never been one to drink a lot of alcohol or being a big party goer. I will party if I need to, And that's in like certain, not even like much of my life. Like if I'm in the right sort of holiday mode, then I drink alcohol, but I won't say I'm a big party goer. So you never see me in them sort of social spaces. The only time you see me in them sort of spaces was when I was doing my pop-ups. And everyone knows where I used to do my pop-ups. They were either in outside areas, in communal gardens and whatnot. And what I was trying to do was build something in that garden where people could socialize. And I was lucky enough that Bristol was kind of lenient to letting people smoke in garden areas. So I was like, okay, I've seen a little thing. Let's do my pop-ups around that and build it in the garden areas where I know people can socialize, and it keeps everything away from inside and keeps a nice vibe outside. So I took on board that, and I was lucky enough that like a lot of promoters were like backing it as well. So like shout out Stacked Out Entertainment, because they were one from the start that let me pull up in the garden areas a lot of their events. And now they've just secured something for 420 for like the next 5 years that I'm gonna let them announce in the next couple of days. But yo, that's something sick. And they've hollered us back for it. So that's another thing that we're gonna bring the club environment back to. We're gonna bring them back to the Bristol nightlife. You know what I mean? I think that's something that's been missing for a minute. Like I was doing that for a long time. Why social spaces matter, we were talking about like adults and where they can socialize and where they're pushed to. Like I said, they're forced to kind of be around alcohol environments, like, or even if they want to go out for food or whatnot, they're still, the only thing that's provided is alcohol. So for me, a social space where like people can go chill, relax, talk, just unwind and do anything that they wanted to do in a natural environment, like comfortable environment, you know what I mean? Around the same people that wants to be around the same sort of environments, talk about the same sort of things, are interested in the same sort of things. Because like the conversations that come up in this in alcohol environments are totally different to conversations that will come up without alcohol in the environment around a social club. Like the whole time I've done my social club, I've built a good bunch of people that come regularly every week, and they've took their friendship group outside of this social club and built on it outside of the club. And without this club, they wouldn't have been able to make them sort of friendship groups, because of where will they connect with them people? That's what I'm trying to explain in the long story, you know? Like they were, what they are supposed to do, just randomly meet these people in the street. What's the general coincidences that you can do that, you know? So like for me, head shops, social spaces, these are the places where people can meet each other and really have the same sort of connections and vibes. It's hard without that. Like every other space got that. Like gyms, for instance, yeah, it's a social space for people that are into fitness and wanna train. So they meet other people that are into the same interests. That's what I'm trying to say with social clubs. There's no, if there was more of them, people would be able to come out, socialize, and talk about the same things and meet some new faces. So for me, that's why like social clubs are so important, why they should be popping up, man. And over the past couple of years, I've seen a lot of people really jumping on it. Like not even like jumping on it, they're dedicating themselves to it as well. So like that's good to see, and it's very rare that like people are so open about it. Like I said at the start of the video, they've been about for a minute, but it's been like, if you know, you know. Now with establishments opening up to medical cannabis users, like you should be allowed to use your medicine in public and in a social space. So it's good that like festivals, venues, everything like this is saying yes, you can bring your cannabis now. So that for me is a good thing. It's opening up the doorway. But like I said, since like 2020, medical cannabis has been a bit more accessible. So social clubs, they should be popping up a lot more, like a lot more than what they are. It's good to see like me, Jay's Medi Lounge, Grams. We've all been pushing for the past year, 2 years, really opening up to the public about what we're trying to push, what we're trying to build, the community and everything like that.
a safe space, isn't it?
Yeah, like, man, a safe space, like a safe space. Everyone needs a safe space to feel like they can go somewhere and just feel like they're at ease. You know, like a lot of people that smoke cannabis, they're where can they go? You know what I mean? Without feeling like a criminal, if they go to a park or something like that, they've always got to watch for the other public, you know. So for me, a social space brings away that, and it's a lot of stigma that people get for doing it outdoors or whatnot, doing it in their own homes, you know. Like, still, there's police reports put out if you see a neighbor smoking cannabis to report it. Like, come on, man, that's dumb. You're in your own home, and still you're getting stigmatized for doing what you class as either medical or just general, your own relaxment. But it's a different environment completely because of like pubs and things like that. Like I said, they're all drinking alcohol, they're all energetic, they all want to be center of the stage kind of thing. Where social clubs, how they work, like for me, across Spain, that's what I'm really trying to push for in the UK. Not anything else, how like Damn works, Thailand works, anything like that. How Spain works and the social clubs over there, that's how I want it to be in the UK. They are the best. If you've experienced a Spanish club, then that's how real cannabis clubs are run. That's a safe space. That's a real community spot. So that's what I'm trying to build over here in my own club, is trying to create a Spanish club style, but here in the UK. So yeah, like I said, let's really try and build this and get a community hub together on the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about medical cannabis and social clubs. Should they be opened up to more than just medical patients? Should everyone be able to enjoy the social clubs? That's really what I want to talk about next in the next video.